This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good morning all and welcome back to the session. This is Big Data Masters program. Friends, in previous session, what we have seen, we have gone through with Linux commands. Linux commands, and from the commands perspective, we have seen different types of commands like how to list files and directories, how to create directories, how to create files, okay, how to move the files from one directory to another directory, then how to delete directories and files, okay, how to proceed for user addition and how to check certain system configuration and all, disk space and all. So these particular things we have seen in detail with in our previous session. Why we are going through with these particular things? Because we have started our journey, that is Big Data Masters program, and in our journey these particular things will be utilized. Because what we are covering at this moment, we are covering Hadoop. Hadoop, that is nothing but uh, distributed processing and storage framework. In order to learn Hadoop, what we are having, we need to write certain commands, and those particular commands are similar to Linux. So because of that particular reason, we are moving with Linux commands, and we have covered those particular commands. Okay, Hadoop commands are similar to the Linux command. That's why we have covered Linux command. And Linux command will be utilized a lot in your day-to-day work, and once you will be in the data engineering domain. So these particular things will be utilized. You will be having certain Kubernetes related setup over there. These particular commands will be utilized, like how to list the files, how to change directories and all. So these particular commands will be utilized throughout your life once you will be in the data engineering domain. So this we have seen. Then the second topic what we have covered in our previous session, how to copy content from local to Cloudera Quick Start VM. Cloudera Quick Start VM. So over here, what we have done, we are having Windows setup. This is the Windows machine, and in this particular Windows machine, we are having a VirtualBox. In VirtualBox, we have installed Cloudera Quick Start VM. So that is nothing but the Linux OS what we are having over here inside the Cloudera Quick Start VM. So in order to copy and paste the content from Windows to Cloudera Quick Start VM and Cloudera Quick Start VM to Windows, it will not be possible. By default, it will not be possible. So you need to change certain settings, and you just need to go inside the device, or inside device you will be having certain folder settings, and you need to change it to bidirectional. In your case, probably it will be unidirectional, or the setting is by default disabled. So with the help of this, you will be able to copy. Say if I'm copying this particular content from here, and if I'm willing to paste it inside Cloudera Quick Start VM, at this moment, after changing these particular properties, I will be able to paste. Otherwise it will not be possible. That is the second thing what we have seen in our previous session. Now, before moving further with the Hadoop command, Hadoop command, that will be the content for the day or the agenda for the day. Hadoop commands. So before moving further with Hadoop commands, one thing I want to tell you, like how to share files and folders. Uh, how to share file and folder from local I'm talking about local, that is the Windows environment. On top of Windows I have installed Cloudera Quick Start VM. Local to Cloudera Quick Start VM. Start VM, that is virtual machine. So let me give you certain insight. So what is happening, say on this particular machine, on this particular machine I'm having these particular files, like say SQL PDF is there, Spark notes. These are certain files and folders which are placed on my machine desktop, Windows machine desktop. But it is not like if I'm going to copy this particular SQL and I will be able to paste it, that will not be possible, because these two are the different environment, and it is not possible to share the files and folders between these two environments just by copying and pasting. So what you need to do, you need to set certain properties, you need to change certain settings, and then you will be able to share files among these two environments. So for this, what you need to do, you just need to click on device, and over here you will be able to see share folders. So share folder settings, you need to go inside the share folder settings, then it will open this particular share folder. And what you need to do, you just need to click onto the plus symbol, okay, and you need to provide the path of share folder. So with respect to the path, say I'm going to share, say this share folder, so I just want to share this particular share folder, uh, with my Cloudera Quick Start VM. So I have clicked onto this. Let me select this particular folder. So I'm able to see the file folder name and auto mount. Let me click onto the auto mount and make it permanent. Okay, so you just need to copy this particular file name, folder name that you have shared. Okay, this is the folder that you are willing to share. Okay, now that is fine. So CD desktop, this is the directory what I have created as you root Cloudera, and mount hyphen t vb oxsf, and then share folder space share folder. It's done. Mount hyphen t. I have created the share folder, and I have mounted it over here. Now just have a look. Share folder. This is the share folder, and I have shared it with my Cloudera Quick Start VM. And just have a look what is the content. And this is the content which is available in my Windows machine. Okay. And over here inside the presentation as well, these particular things are mentioned in a good way. Let me show you. Each and everything is mentioned in the presentation as well. I will be sharing these particular presentations with you all. So okay, over here these particular things are mentioned now. So what you need to do, just have a look. So bidirectional, in order to share the content, what you are discussing, so shared folder, shared clipboard, and you need to keep mention, you need to set it to bidirectional. And if you want to share the files from local to Cloudera and vice versa, then you need to first proceed with the share folder settings. Inside this you just need to provide the path of the share folder, okay, so which you want to share. So this particular folder is from the Windows machine. Make it permanent, Okay, you need to first click over here, then you need to provide the path and make it permanent. Then you need to run these particular command, right? This is what we have discussed. Desktop share folder, then you need to change to the root user. Okay, provide the password, that is Cloudera, and mount. This is the command which we were running, and it was showing the error, protocol related error. Over here, if you are able to see, underscore is there, and the same folder I used to share, share folder. Okay, over here space is there, right? Are you able to see? So this command was running perfectly earlier, but today, like once we have removed that particular space which is available over here, and then uh, like done the setting, then it was working, right? This is hit and trial, like don't know why it was having that much challenge, right? Any query so far, anything, any doubt in your mind,
It's all okay. It's good. Yeah.
okay. So that is fine. You can refer this particular presentation as well, and you will be able to do this particular setting. Now, moving further with our next topic, that is the Hadoop
Yeah.
command unmount. Okay, Hadoop commands. Just give me a minute. Okay, so uh, Hadoop commands are similar to the Linux command what we have seen, and same kind of stuff we will be able to see inside the Hadoop commands. We are having a little bit change once we are moving with the Hadoop commands. In the Linux command, we just need to like do a little bit change, then we will be having the Hadoop commands. So we need to have certain prefix once we are moving with Hadoop commands. What I have mentioned, say like we are having master, that is a name node, master node, and what I can say name node. Name node, this is the master machine, and we are having different data nodes, slave machines. This is a cluster, and in a cluster we are having one master and different slaves. Okay, so different slave machines are there. Different data nodes are there. Okay, this is nothing but a cluster, and inside the Linux what was happening, like we were having a machine, and with respect to from that particular machine we are just running a particular command, and we are getting the data from that particular machine. But what is happening in the world of Hadoop, like we are firing a particular command, and from the terminal we are going to fire the command, it is going to contact with the master, and based upon the nature of the command, it is going to connect with the data nodes, and it will provide the desired outcome. That is happening. So over here, like if we are willing to list certain files and directories which are available inside this particular cluster, so in Linux what we are having, ls command. Ls command say listing the files and directories. Listing the files and directories. So ls command is there in Linux, and what will be the command for listing files and directories in Hadoop? We just need to do a prefix, like Hadoop FS or SDFS, DFS, SDFS, DFS. So just have a look, and if the ls command is there, then ls. So hyphen is also prefixed. That is denoting like this is the Hadoop command. So ls is the command which is utilized in Linux with respect to the Hadoop. What we will be having, Hadoop FS, that is Hadoop file system, or HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system. Okay, SDFS, DFS, or Hadoop FS hyphen ls. You can move with any flavor. So let me give you a flavor. So what we are having, we are just in terminal, control shift plus plus, and say Hadoop FS hyphen ls. So it is going to list the files and directories. So no such files or directories. Uh, Cannot execute no such files or directory. Okay, I think Java has been corrupted. Okay, because of this particular issue, it is throwing the error. Hmm, 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 hmm. Okay, give me. It is not able to find Java. Let me. Okay, so the command what it will be, Hadoop fs hyphen ls. We will execute this particular command once the system is up and running. Okay, Hadoop fs hyphen ls. Now this is this will display list the files and directories. List the files and directories. Now inside the Hadoop, what we will be having, we will be having the local directory. For Linux, the local directory is, or home directory basically. For Linux, the local directory is home Cloudera, home Cloudera, home Cloudera. Okay, so if we are typing say pwd over here, pwd, then it is showing home Cloudera. This is nothing but the local or present working directory or home for Linux. This is home for Linux. But with respect to the Hadoop, for Hadoop, the local directory, what it will be, the user Cloudera, user Cloudera. So pwd, what it will be, user Cloudera. Okay, for Hadoop, it will be the present working directory, and for Linux, this will be the present working directory or local directory. Yeah. So this is mandatory because like say once you are inside the Hadoop, the path, the absolute path, what it will be user cloudera and then the file or directory whatever is available now. But for Linux, this is the absolute path like home cloudera and directory or files whatever we are having. So this is powered off and this is, let me remove this. Delete all files. Okay, perfect. Let me start this. I'm going to start this Cloudera Quick Start VM. This is the fresh installation what we have done. Okay, so this will be the local path or local directory for Hadoop user Cloudera. Now, if we want to list the file with respect to time, Hadoop fs hyphen ls, and with respect to time, then what it will be hyphen t. Hadoop fs hyphen ls, this is the prefix with respect to a particular Hadoop command. Ls is to list the files and directories, and t with respect to time. Display.
Uh, Ashok, in Hadoop,
Yes,
for every command, the prefix we need to add a Hadoop fs.
yes. Hadoop fs hyphen. Okay,
Okay,
Hadoop
okay.
fs hyphen as well. In Linux command, we are not having this hyphen as well. Okay,
Hmm.
listing files and directories with respect to time. Okay, okay, with respect to time. Then with respect to time in reverse order, hyphen r is there. In reverse order. So then if you want to display the files with respect to size, short the files with respect to size. Say if you want to short the files ls, so with respect to say size, listing the files and directories, shorting with size. Okay, so hyphen s is there. Then over here the size will be displayed in the bytes. So if you want to display it in human readable format, then hyphen h is there. Listing files and directories, shorting with size in human readable format. We will be running these particular command. It's this started. Okay, so that is perfectly fine. Now what we are having, say this is with respect to the ls command. Now with ls command as well, like if we want to use grep, okay, say we are having something, I just want to list the files with respect to size and all which are having a particular say word, let me say big data. So grep and say big data. Okay, I can mention this. So it is going to list these particular files sorted with size in human readable format, and it is going to grab the files which are having the name big data only. So it is going to list those particular files which are having big data in their name. So it is going to list those particular files. Okay, so we can utilize grep with different commands as well, in order to fulfill our requirements. It is starting. I want to show these particular commands practically. So the thing is that like the previous version was having certain challenges. So Hadoop fs-ls. Just have a look. So I have executed this particular command, and it is showing nothing. And it is not throwing the error. Previously, what we were getting. Why we are not getting anything? Because we have not created anything inside the Cloudera Quick Start VM inside the Hadoop. We have nothing at this moment. Let me create a directory over here. Hadoop fs hyphen mkdir. What I have mentioned, we just need to prefix hyphen this Hadoop fs hyphen, and then say make a directory. Say I'm going to create a directory, a batch, say 32. This is the directory what I'm going to create over here. It is taking some time, like execution is a little bit slow. And now I'm going to run this particular command. Okay, and just have a look. What we are having? We are having batch 32, right? This particular directory has been created. Guys, are you with me? All of you, just I want a quick confirmation.
Yes, Ashok. Yes.
Okay, all of you, I just want the confirmation from all of you. Mukesh, Kapil, Swati, Rahul,
Yes,
Vikas,
Ashok.
Rohita.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Ashok. Yes, yes.
Perfect. So we have done the configuration, new configuration, and nothing was there inside the Cloudera Quick Start VM. And the folder what we have created over here, share folder, each and everything, uh, those particular things have been gone. Now this is a fresh configuration, fresh installation, and now inside the Cloudera Quick Start VM, nothing is there. Inside the Hadoop, basically, user Hadoop. What I'm talking about, user Hadoop. So in Cloudera Quick Start VM, if I'm like moving inside the file system, we will not be able to see user Hadoop. What we are having our home Cloudera, and inside the home Cloudera, we are having the files. Okay, what I mentioned, this particular directory, Linux directory, home Cloudera, you will be able to see onto the file system. Inside the my computer file system, you will be able to see. Just have a look. Let me move on to this. So inside this particular file system, what we are having home, and inside home we are having Cloudera, and then desktop, documents, downloads, each and everything is available. But what about the user Cloudera for the Hadoop local directory user Cloudera? It is not available over here. It is not available. We are not able to see over here. But from where we will be able to see this? We will be able to see inside the file system, not in this computer, but you just need to go into the browser. Okay, and you just need to open Hadoop name node. Inside the Hadoop name node, you are having utilities, and then browse the file system. Let me reopen it once again. Previously, once we were opening this name node as well, we were getting the error because of the Java related crunch, Java related issue. Now it is working perfectly. So Hadoop name node, so name node has opened, and inside the name node, what we are having certain tabs for data node volume, snapshot, startup progress, and all. Just have a look. So DFS use, non DFS use, this is the total like disk size, total used. The non DFS, this is the memory information, DFS remaining. Okay, each and everything with respect to the like the disk. Okay, then the name node, DFS storage information, and all. Over here we are having one option, utilities, and in utilities we are having browse the file system. I just clicking onto the browse the file system, and what I mentioned, the directory, yeah. Okay, over here what we are able to see, the user, user, inside user what we are having Cloudera, and inside the Cloudera what we are having bash 32, user Cloudera bash 32, and that's what I have mentioned. Okay, for Hadoop the local directory is user Cloudera, and from where we are able to get this information, inside the name node, inside the name node, then we are having utilities, inside utilities we are having file system, and from there I'm able to get the information. So this bash 32 directory, it has been created in this particular path, user Cloudera and bash 32. It is not available, if you are able to see, we are opening it with the help of certain browsers, with browser I'm opening name node that is running onto the 50070 port, and inside name node I'm able to get the information that bash 32 is available, so just focus onto this particular diagram, what I have mentioned. So I'm hovering onto this particular machine, and in this particular machine I'm getting the path where my file is or directory is located, right? Are you with me, all of you
Yes, yes.
guys? Is
Yep.
it fine, perfect, so I'm able to get the file in or directory what I have created inside the user Cloudera. So this is the home directory for Hadoop. Home directory for Hadoop is user Cloudera, and home directory for Linux is home Cloudera. Okay, perfectly fine. Now, what I have mentioned, I have created one file. I have created one directory. Sorry, I have created one directory, and I'm able to get the information. So this particular directory is having nothing at this moment. Now we can run like our commands. Say, let me create certain more directories, batch 31, and batch 31 I have created, it will be created, then batch 33, so these particular directories will be created, and I will be able to see these particular directories over here, inside the home Cloudera. This is the path, let me refresh this, and I will be having the entries for batch 31 and batch 33 as well, so I let me refresh this and just have a look, we are having the information of batch 31, 32, and 33 as well, and just have a look over here, what this is, there are certain settings, so permission, the owner is what, Cloudera is the owner, group Cloudera, the size, these are the blank files having zero size, last modified information, just have a look over here, okay, replication, replication is zero over here, okay, replication is zero, and block size is 0b, so it will be showing the information about block size and all, if I'm moving the files, you will be able to see the block size of 128 uh, MB over here, so that particular information will be visible, okay, moving further, like we will be able to run these particular command, with respect to time, with respect to time in reverse order, okay, with respect to size with human readable format, we will be running, like once we will be having certain data in this particular home Cloudera, okay. And what are the other directories which are available over here? Hadoop, fs, and -ls, okay, and then okay, so what are the other directories which are available? Say benchmark, HBase. We have seen like HBase, that is NoSQL database, Solar, TMP, user, well. Okay, so we are bothered about this. This is nothing but the home directory. Home directory for Hadoop. Whatever we are creating over here, it will be moved to this one. Okay, it will be moving to this one, we will be having certain other directories, say hive and ola, just have a look over here, let me come out, uh, from this. Okay, just have a look. So what we are having, Cloudera. Okay, so Hive, History, Hive, Hue, Jenkins, Uji, Root, Spark. Okay, these are certain other directories what we are having inside the user. Inside user we are having these particular directories. Let me try to say user and say, okay, so it will be going to list these particular directories. Okay, now we will be able to say list hyphen time with respect to time it is going to list. So I'm going to list with respect to say time. Just have a look. So time, uh, so it has shorted the data with respect to time. Now this user Cloudera is onto the top, and if I'm mentioning in reverse order hyphen r, so it will, the user Cloudera, it will be at the bottom.
Ashok,
Mm-hmm.
hello.
Yes, yes,
If
yes.
we run this command hadoop fs ls slash user, and we already created some directory inside the user, like base 3132. Why
In
that
that
directory
is
is not?
not inside user, that is inside user Cloudera. In Cloudera we
Okay,
are having, Cloudera is a
okay.
directory.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, what I mentioned, user Cloudera is the home directory
Mm-hmm.
for cloud
Yeah,
for Hadoop. So
yeah.
inside user Cloudera we have created, and these are the other directories which are available. So in order to run these, but in order to give you the flavor of these command, I'm mentioning user only over here, so that you will be able to get the feel like uh, uh, certain things are happening once I'm running these particular command, right? So you can mention hyphen s as well with respect to size it is going to display. Okay, with respect to size it has displayed, and size with say human readable format hyphen h. So you can mold your command. You can mold your command over here, like, because these are the directories. Once we will be having files, we will be able to get the information. Directories are like showing the zero size only. Okay, once we will be having files and all, then we will be able to see size, and shorting and all will happen accordingly. So that is the stuff with respect to these particular commands, listing the files and directories with the help of Hadoop command, like grep. Let me run the grep command as well. Okay, over here, and say I'm running say grep, and let me try to check first. Okay, and I just want to like grab hue. Okay, so from this particular path I just want to grab hue, the file or directory which is having name hue, so that I just want to list that particular directory only. So just have a look. Previously, once I was running this particular command, it was listing these particular directories or files, right? These are the directories. Okay, and once I have grabbed the hue only, okay, it is listing the single directory only which is containing hue. Okay, that is the beauty of this grab command. Okay, I can grab anything from the given file name and all, directory name and all, and it is going to list. Sometimes it is possible that I'm having thousands of files with different name, and I just want to list the files which are having the name like big data. Okay, or say I am taking an example from the telecom domain. Okay, say I'm having the RNCs, I'm having the logs of different RNCs, and those particular RNCs are having logs with respect to different time. Say 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 1400 hours. Okay, 1300 hours. With respect to time, we are having different logs. But I just want to get the logs of a particular RNC. We are having different RNCs. So what I just need to grab that particular RNC, and it is going to list the logs with respect to that particular RNC. Yeah? Right? Fine so far, all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
Ashok. Yes.
yes, sure.
Perfect. Okay, so making the files make this particular command is listing, and then Hadoop creating a file, creating a directory, sorry, directory, creating a directory. Then what we are having, Hadoop fs hyphen mkdir, okay, and then the directory name, this is the syntax. So we have created the file, directory, sorry. Now if you want to remove a particular directory, then rmdir, remove a directory, directory. Okay, so in order to remove the directory, rmdir, this is the command, remove a blank directory, blank directory. So if you want to remove a directory which is having nothing, no file and directories are available in this particular uh, directory, then rmdir command will work perfectly. Just have a look. So Hadoop fs hyphen rmdir, and you just need to mention, say user, say Hadoop, and user Cloudera, this is the directory, and say batch 31. I'm willing to delete this particular directory, batch 31. Hadoop fs hyphen rmdir in order to remove the directory. Let me do the execution, and over here inside the file system, user, and then the Cloudera, and the batch 31 has been gone. It has been deleted. Right? So rmdir in order to remove the directory. Now, very famous command, we are going to cover a very famous command which will be utilized a lot by the data engineers. That is copy a file from local to HDFS, copy a file from local to HDFS and HDFS to local. This is the very famous command what we are going to learn at this moment, and it will be utilized a lot. So if you are having a particular file which is placed on local is this particular machine, local is this particular machine, like say Linux environment. So inside Linux you are having a particular file. Let me create a particular file over here, say uh, say cat, and I'm going to create a file 1.txt, and where I'm going to create this particular file, say uh, onto Hadoop, onto home Cloudera, and say desktop. On desktop I'm going to create file 1.txt, cat home Cloudera desktop, and file 1.txt I'm going to create it. So it will wait for the content. So say hello all, welcome to Big Data Factory. Big data is big. I'm like writing certain content. Big data, big data. Okay, so control C. Okay, this particular file has been created. Just have a look. onto the desktop. So we are having this particular file. I have created a file that is placed in my local machine, okay, on Linux, you can say machine or Linux environment. This particular file is placed. Try to focus over here. You need to pay attention over here. So we are having two components of Hadoop, HDFS and MapReduce. MapReduce we will be learning. Now we are going through with HDFS. HDFS, that is distributed file system, Hadoop distributed file system. File system. Okay. Hadoop distributed file system, and MapReduce, that is processing framework. Processing framework. And this is storage framework. Okay. So over here, this is the storage layer. This is the storage layer of Hadoop ecosystem, and this is the processing framework or processing layer. Over here, the processing will happen. Over here, we will be storing the files. Now, I'm sitting onto the Linux, and what I want, I'm inside the Linux machine, and what I want, I just want to put the files inside the HDFS so that the processing will be done on top of this. Processing. This will be the normal flow. Say in my Linux or in my local system, one file is there, and try to think like we are running on a single node cluster. That's why like we are not able to see the difference. But try to think in this particular way. This particular Linux machine is the different machine, and it is having some data. Now you just want to move this particular data inside the HDFS, and over here, like say single machine, single machine, and over here what will be having the multiple machine. Multiple machines will be there for storing and processing. That is perfectly fine. So from this particular like local machine, I'm moving the file to the Hadoop distributed file system, and over here it will be mapped into the multiple machines. It will be given to the multiple machines based upon the availability of cluster, based upon the file size. How this particular distribution will happen, that we will be learning. Okay, there are certain steps how how a particular file will be moving inside the HDFS, and how it will be located, and then further it will uh, be proceeding for the processing perspective. So this particular file I want to move from Linux to from my local machine to the Hadoop distributed file system. Okay, and then process, I just want to process this. Okay, so we are looking for the moving a particular file from local environment, local machine to the Hadoop distributed file system. In order to perform this particular task, what we are having two commands. Okay, first one is put, okay, and copy from local. Both of these two commands are working in the same fashion, put or copy from local. If we are moving data from local to HDFS, that means we are putting, that is put, okay, or copy from local. You can move, you can use any command. But on the another hand, if you are willing to get the data from HDFS to the local environment system, then what we are having get command. Get or copy to local. Copy to local. Okay, so these two commands are there which are utilized in order to move the data from HDFS to to local, and move the data from local to HDFS. Okay. So we will be learning these four commands in order to perform two tasks. First one is move the data from local to HDFS, and second one is move the data from HDFS to local. Now one more thing is there. Okay. So once we are moving the data from local to HDFS, at this time, what we are doing, we are moving multiple small files, multiple files, so that we will be able to store those particular files and we will be able to get the outcome. So over here, this is like most of the data is moved. Most of the data is moved in this process. Most of the raw data, what I can say, raw data. And once we are moving the data from HDFS to local, it means we have done certain processing on to top of this particular data. And over here, we are moving results towards the local machine. So result or processed data is moved in this process. So this will and why? Because over here, like, we are having the benefit of distributed computing. Inside the SDFS or inside the Hadoop, we will be having multiple machines which are utilized in order to handle raw data, and raw data is processed. And once the data is processed, then the size will be very less, and it will be moved towards the local machine, and local machine that is working in a monolithic way, and that will be able to handle very less amount of data. So result or process data is moved in this particular process, or step, what I can say. Okay, so perfectly fine. Any issue, any confusion, friends?
No,
Anything
sir.
that you are not able to understand?
Nothing, Ashok.
All good.
Okay, so this particular process is really very simple. What you just need to do, you just need to Hadoop, mention Hadoop FS, that is the prefix, and you just need to mention the put command, and you just need to mention the source path, and the target path. Syntax is very simple. Source path and target path. It's very simple. So source path is what? Source path is this one. So we just want to move this particular file, and okay, so we are not able to copy, because we have not done the setting. So in order to copy the content, what we just need to do, we just need to do it bi-directional. At this moment it is disabled in my case. So bi-directional, and share folder clipboard bi-directional. So I have done the setting bi-directional. Now I will be able to copy this. This is the source path. Okay, now I'm able to copy, right friends? Clear, all of you?
Yes, Ashok, yes.
Perfect. So Hadoop FS hyphen put, and this is the source path. And where we want to move, we just want to move inside the user Cloudera and say bash 32. In this particular folder or directory, I'm just I'm just like willing to put this particular file now. So Hadoop fs hyphen put, and let me copy this particular command and paste it over here. Over here. Okay. So let me copy and paste it. Okay, the execution has been done. Let me check what is there in batch 32. Ls hyphen user hyphen cloudera and then batch 32. Okay, I just want to list the content. Previously, the file1.txt was not available. Now we are able to see file1.txt. Right? Perfect so far? Perfect so far?
Yes, Ashok.
Yes,
Okay.
Ashok.
Yes.
And we can,
Yes.
good, good. And we can validate it inside this particular, you can say, file system. So batch 32, and in batch 32, what I'm able to see, file1.txt, and just have a look, the block size and the replication, right? So this particular file is having this much block size and the replication factor is 1. The actual size of this particular file is 74 bytes. Okay, and the replication factor is 1, and the block size, it is given, it is moved to the block size with 128 MB, right? Fine now.
Yes. So,
Okay,
so if some file is greater than 128 MB, that there may be split.
multiple
We can
blocks
say
will be
like
there,
multiple block. We can
multiple
say here.
blocks will be there.
Okay.
Okay, we will see like how this blocking and all will happen. We will have dedicated session. Okay, once we will be covering map reduce, at that moment we will be covering, we will be going through with that blocking and all, block size and all. Okay, so this is with respect to say put command, and if you want like the same command with copy from local, you just replace this particular command, copy from local, and let me mention batch 32 33. Inside batch 33, I just want to copy the same file, but the command is different at this moment. Copy from local, and over here inside the big data world, most of the times we were using camel case notation. Camel case notation, like the starting letter is small, and then once a new word is coming, we are having the capital letter, then from is like mentioned over here, then local is there, then we have started it with the capital letter, okay, so this is nothing but the camel case notation, let me do the execution of that particular command and pasting it, copy from local, and I'm moving this particular file inside the batch 33. Same I can validate with the ls command. Okay, and I'm able to see. I can verify it over here as well. Inside the batch 33, I'm able to see that particular file, file1.txt. So same file is available. So what we have seen so far, how to copy a particular file from local machine, that is Linux to the Hadoop distributed file system. Over here, we will be having multiple blocks of a particular file, and those particular blocks will be based upon the size of the data which is there in that particular file. And say if a file size is say 512 MB, then 4 blocks will be there. 128 cross 4, that will be 512 MB. Okay, so 4 blocks will be there for that particular file. Now what I want, I'm having a particular file, say inside the batch 33 or batch 32. I'm having file1.txt, and now I just want to move that particular file in my local machine, on my local say Linux desktop. So what I want, create a folder, and I'm giving say batch 32. Okay, this is the folder what I have created over here. In this particular folder, I just want uh, to move that particular file. So let me copy, let me mention this particular command bash 32, and the syntax is same over here as well. So instead of put, we will be having get. So if we are taking data out from the HDFS, then get will be there. If we are giving data, if we are like moving data inside the HDFS, then put will be there. So get source path and target path. HDFS, and now the source path is what? Like this particular path will be say source path. So I just want to move the data from this particular path, SDFS Hadoop fs get from this particular path, and the file name is file1.txt. I just want to move this particular file from here to what? In this particular bash 32. Okay. So this is the source path and this is the target path. I just want to move this particular file from Hadoop to local. HDFS to local with the help of get command. So I'm going to run this particular command over here inside the HDFS only. Okay. And let me paste this command. Okay. So the command has been executed. Now we will be able to see file1.txt over here. Just have a look. So file1.txt has been moved from Hadoop to local. Okay, now let me create one more folder over here. Say test. So test is say another folder what I have created, and let me copy test and paste it over here. Mm. So I just want to move the file in test folder and copy to local. I'm going to use copy to local command. Okay, I just want to move this particular file in this particular path. Let me copy and paste this particular command. The another command what I'm running in order to move, in order to give you a feel of copy to local command. The command has been executed and now the test is having file1.txt. Yeah. Okay. So what we have seen, with the help of copy to local and the get command, we are able to move the files which are placed inside the HDFS to the local system. And opposite to this particular command, what we are having put and copy from local. These particular commands are utilized in order to move the data from local to HDFS. Just have a look and ask if you are having any doubt. All of you.
Yeah, Ashok, there
Ashok,
is one query. Okay. Uh,
Mhm.
go
okay,
ahead, please
Please
go
ask.
ahead.
yeah, thank you. Ashok, since we have done mounting on some one shared folder, so is it possible to also like move that shared folder files to this user cloud data
Yes, yes, yes.
using
Share
this?
folder is
Okay,
also possible. Share folder is
okay,
also possible.
fine.
Ashok, we are putting here a single file, and what will be the command if we have to put more than one file?
You just need to like remove this one. Okay. You are going to copy whatever is available in this particular directory to this particular directory.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Then like if you want to move a specific file, then say start.txt. Right? Okay, and
Yeah.
so in this particular way it will work. Fine. Okay, so that is something about moving a particular file from local to SDFS and then SDFS to local. Now moving further, say if you want, we have gone through with RMDIR command. RMDIR that was utilized in order to delete a blank directory. Now I'm going to run RMDIR command. Okay, RMDIR, and let me mention user Cloudera and say bash 33. I just want to remove this particular directory. It will throw error. Directory is not empty. Directory is not empty because RMDIR command is utilized in order to remove the blank directory only. So if you want to remove the entire content of this particular directory, then rm hyphen r, that is going to delete the data in this particular directory recursively. Okay, so it is going to delete directories or files whatever is available in bash 33. Okay, so it has been like the content of this bash 33, it has been deleted. Previously it was throwing error. Now we are able to delete it. Okay, so rm dir rm hyphen r rm say Hadoop remove the 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 directory non-blank directory. Okay, so for this what we are having, rm say Hadoop hyphen Hadoop fs hyphen rm hyphen r and then path of directory. Okay, path of directory. So in our case what we have seen, we have deleted a directory which is available onto the user Cloudera and the directory name was bash 33. So we have deleted this particular directory. Okay, so that is fine. We are having certain commands, like say tail command. Okay, we are having cat command. Okay, so we can run those particular commands here as well. Say Hadoop fs hyphen say tail and user say Cloudera and then bash 33 bash 32, that is having a file 1.txt. Okay, so tail is going to list last 10 records. So it is going to list certain records. So hello all, welcome to big data factory. Big data is big data, big data. That is the content of our file. Which one, like what we have seen. So we have entered this particular content in this particular file, and with the help of tail command or cat command, we will be able to get this particular content, and that is perfectly fine, and there is not an issue. Okay, now we are having say like cp and mv command as well. Okay, cp and mv command. That is like copy and paste. So what I want, like these are the simple commands. So what you just need to do, you just need to do like take this particular command as an assignment. So you just need to run, you need to like move a particular file, you need to create two directories in Hadoop. In two directories, in first directory you just need to move a file from the local system file system, and then try to do the execution of copy command and move command. Try to proceed, try to like complete this, and like you just share the snapshots onto the WhatsApp. That will be fine. So you can take cp command and mv command as an assignment. Fine. So I think that's all for this particular session. We are having some more commands, but like before moving further, you just need to do the practice onto all of these particular commands. And once you have done, once you are like moved with the practice and all, then you will be able to get the feel, and then we will proceed further for the rest of the commands. Those are not utilized so much. This copy to local and copy from local, those particular commands are utilized a lot in Hadoop world. So certain other commands are there like replication, file system check and all. So we will be covering those particular commands in our next session. You just come with the, you just need to submit these particular commands as an assignment. Cp and mv command. So that's it for this particular session, friends. If you are having any doubt, you can ask.
I think, hello, hello.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There is one request, like maybe we are having the old image file and Java will not, might be, we will be facing the same challenges. So
No, no,
the,
no,
I
no, no,
think,
no, 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 no.
uh,
Actually, in my once the installation was done, so I
uh-huh.
used to do certain testing in this particular image.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay. So
because
we
of
will be
those
not,
particular testing, the Java was corrupted in my case.
okay,
Now
okay, then fine.
whatever you are having, that is the the most accurate image, and you will not be getting any issue.
Okay, okay, fine.
No, it's
Thanks.
working
Okay.
fine actually. What uh, software you have given, it's working fine for me. I have checked recently the
Yes,
laptop.
yes, yes, yes.
No issue with that.
So in
Nothing to
my
worry
case, I
because
have done certain changes. I used to like keep on installing some new softwares in this image, and because of those particular installation, the the Java was corrupted for myself. Okay. And in the very first session as well, it was throwing certain issues. I thought like it will go on, it will go uh, once like the restart and all will be done, it will go, but it was there. And we today, like we were not even getting the outcome of these particular commands, right? Once we were uh, typing these command Hadoop fs -ls, it was throwing error. Java was missing and all. Right. So we have reconfigured with the image. Okay. And then we are able to resolve the issue, and each and everything is working perfectly. Right.
thank you, Ashok.
Fine.
Okay. Thanks, Ashok. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.